So it's me, your boy, Kishamson. Good morning to all my amazing choosing ones. I truly appreciate you all. So I have something for us today. They wished bad on you. Here is what happened to them. The truth is this: many people have been wishing you bad, but let me tell you what is going on within them. The thing is this: if you have a house, maybe you and your neighbor, how will I do it? Okay, let me show you this. If this is a house, and you come to figure out that there is this is a tree between the two houses. If two of you are not careful to cut this tree, or maybe this one is the owner of this tree, then this one is the owner, this one is not the owner, and this one is jealous of this one because of the fruitfulness of this tree. And he know that if peradventure this one cut the tree alone, it will fall on his house. Let me tell you something. It's not only this one that will suffer the pain. You come say, because if peradventure it grew big, it grew bigger, and this one decide to cut the tree without the help of this one, without coming together, you're going to understand that at the end, the tree may not fall on top of his own house, it will fall on this one house. You know what I'm saying? And who feel the pain most is this. So what I mean is this: they wished you bad, not knowing that what they are preparing, what they are establishing for their own self in future to come is much huge, greater, mightier than what they are now plotting for you today. Sometimes people don't realize that the moment you start to plot evil against one, the moment you start to envy someone, and you decide to make up your mind to frustrate them, to put them into problem, difficulties, pain, that is the moment you are laying your own foundation of suffering. Let me just tell you the fact truth. The moment you decide to come together and start to wish evil towards your own brother, towards your own friend, and you decide to accomplish that evil, to put them in a difficult time, to put them in a time that they will regret why they are living, you are not only punishing them, in other word, in other dimension, you are punishing yourself. You are putting a heavy judgment on yourself, because the Bible says, whatsoever a man sowed, the same they shall reap. Listen, many people are deeply suffering because of the evil that they wished towards you. Many people are deeply, if you can be careful and watch a lot of people around you, you know that many of them, you are the cost why they are still in one place. Why? Because the moment you start to wish someone evil, the moment you start to imagine the worst to happen to people around you, it end up manifesting at the end at you. Yes, maybe for instance, this is two cars that are running, and this one starts to wish this one evil. This one start to plot how this one will do what his own car will spoil, and this one now is running faster, and you got to understand that the more this one start to plot evil against this one, it may affect this one later. It may hurt him. You know what I'm saying? It may hurt him because this one may start to overtake, and start to block this one from not moving forward. But that does not mean this one will not move, because the more this one do, the more this one end. What I mean is this: if peradventure this one decide to block this one will suddenly start to go slow, and this one will suddenly start to go slow. So the more evil they plot against you, the more evil they set for themselves. The more backward they do, they go. And you come to understand that many of them will not be able to focus on yourself. Rather, you who they are plotting that evil, you yourself now, you are now focusing on yourself, how to overcome them. And the moment you overcome them, then yourself will no longer be in position with you, but they will be behind you. So many people are already behind you because of the evil that they have wished against you. Many people are regretting heavily, deeply inside them. Why? Because the evil that they thought it will destroy you, terminate you, have ended up destroying them. Because the Bible says, whatsoever a man sow on earth, the same they shall reap. So many people are reaping heavily the evil that they sowed, the evil that they plotted, the evil that they have did. Because that which they have been hoping to destroy you have come overtake them. That which they have been hoping that they have did to you and they have already escaped it. Many of them are bearing the pain right now. Many of them are suffering deeply right now, because what goes around must surely comes around. You get what I'm saying? So many people are really suffering just because of the evil that they have wished on you. Because the greater the pain they caused you, the higher and the severely judgment they are preparing and is awaiting for them. You know what I'm saying? So if anyone have done you wrong and he is now thinking, or she is now thinking that they have already escaped it, believe me, they have already laid a huge judgment, a huge word punishment for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So remain blessed. May God bless you.